guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a book video. I know these are kind of newer on my channel, but because I love books so much, I want to give you all more content towards this because this is such a big part of my life. Reading, as you can tell by the two big book stacks. If you want a little tour, these are all my just individual books with my Kindle on top, and these are all my series, just so you know, and this is my photo collage. Today I'm giving you all a little June wrap up and a July TBR to let you know what I read, what I think about it, if you should read it, and what I'm going to read. So let's get into it, shall we? So I'm going to ask you during this video to bear with me because all the books I read were either from the library or on my Kindle. So I don't have them with me. I only have one with me, which we'll get into that later. So bear with me here. So first off, we start with The Wicked King, which is the second in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I rated it 3 stars. I don't really like the series. I know a lot of people do. But just something about it, I don't know if I got bored, I skipped a lot, I just don't really understand what's going on. I don't understand why all these people are dying. Like, everyone is so pressed, and for what? Just not my favorite book. It's good. Will I finish the series? Probably eventually, but right now, am I like looking forward to finishing it? No. It's a nice fantasy. I want to get more into fantasy, and I started by The Wicked Prince. Not good. I know people that love it and people that hate it. It seems to be divided, and it's just not my book, not my thing. I'm sure it's good, it just wasn't my read. And then I read my first and only 5 stars of the month was You Deserve Each Other. Oh my god, it was so good. I cannot describe the experience I had reading this book. I laughed, I cried, I kept laughing, I blushed. It was hilarious. This book had me laughing out loud. I was like sitting outside tanning, chuckling to what these characters are saying. And these characters become so realistic. You have a lot of build up, so you have to like stick through it for a little bit. Like, gosh, this is kind of boring. But because you have so much build up, you understand the characters' humor. You find them funny. Like, I felt like I was in a reality TV show because the premise of the book is this couple is about to get married. They're engaged. And they fell in love and they have all these feelings, and those feelings started going away. And so both of them were trying to break off their marriage, which is crazy. But so they kept like playing pranks on each other, getting the other one to crack pretty much, doing things to annoy them. But that just made them fall in love with each other all over again, and they like worked through it. And so I felt like I was sitting on their couch just watching like a couple argue. Like, it was good. It was so good. There's no high stakes. Pretty much clean. I really recommend it. I recommend you should read it. It's so beautiful. It's so different from what you usually read because they already know each other. They already fall in love. They're just falling in love. And then I read Shipped. The Shipped is by Angie Hockman. It was good. I liked it. It was a cute little romance. Girl and this guy, they both work for a cruise line. They're like marketers. They're marketers for a cruise line. They're competing for this job, and they meet because this guy lives in Wisconsin and they were based in California or somewhere that's definitely not right. But so they meet up. They are on the cruise ship. They start falling in love, and it was a cute just summer romance. It wasn't my favorite. I rated it 3 stars, but it has a lot to do with like finding yourself before you get in a relationship, not letting past relationships define guys. Like, it was good. It had a lot of like little underlines to it. It was clean. It was good. It was just a nice 3-star read to read while you're tanning, while you're at the pool, at the beach. And then I read Checkmate by Allie Hazelwood. Now, y'all gonna come after me. I rated it 2 stars. And hold on, I rated Love Hypothesis 5. Checkmate, I don't know what happened. I started it back in California when I was there for the International Deck Conference, and I read it in gaps. My cat was under my bed. I read it in California. I read it during finals, and I finished it. I didn't like it. I didn't really understand what was going on. It's kind of bored, the whole chess. Like, it doesn't describe how to play a game of chess, but I just wasn't interested in that. Like, it was just it is young adult, but I feel like it should be classified as just a closed door romance because it just has some things they say and things they do are kind of vulgar that I don't feel like is classified as young adult. It's just a closed door. Allie Hazelwood. Then I read Meet Me by the Lake by Carly Fortune, and this is the book I do have in my hands because I haven't turned it into the library yet. But I loved this. I thought it was such a cute little book. I've been wanting to read one of Carly Fortune's books ever since she started coming out with them, but I don't want to read the first one because I heard it has like a cheating trope or something, and I really don't want to read that. But this was good. This was cute. I liked it. It was simple. It dealt with grief. It dealt with growing up. It dealt with like regrets. It was so good. And please, that's just so pretty. It's pink and girly, and I love it. It's just following Fern and what's this guy's name? Will. It's following Fern and Will and how they had this one day little adventure together 10 years ago, and they're supposed to meet up the next year and he just ditched her. And it's just them, it's her working through that, her mom dying, she taking over the resort that her mom owned. It's just a lot of emotions, a lot of stakes. It's so good though. I think it only has one scene in it and I just skipped right through that. Overall, I really liked it and I would recommend it. I also want to buy this book because it's so pretty, and I have such a big pink section on my stack because it's color coded and I want to add it with that. Then I read one of the best books, Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. So as you see, I have a couple Sarah Adams books here. I love her. She's a closed door romance. She is clean. She is good. And I know Practice Makes Perfect is technically the second in the series of the one in Rome, but I was babysitting and I had this book on my Kindle and I had my Kindle on my phone. So that's just what I read. That's all I had on my Kindle. And so I read that book from start to finish while I was babysitting because the child was super easy. I wasn't ignoring the child. I promise. I was taking care of her. It was so good. Will, oh my gosh, the notes I have. Sorry if I keep looking over here. I have notes on my MacBook, but the notes I have, Will, hello. Can I marry him? Literally cute. And I can see this man. I can envision him. He was in the military. He is a bodyguard. That was so good. I just thought it was funny. The scene of Amelia and Will at the baseball game, like I was cracking up. And the last book I read in June was One of Us Is Back, which is the third in the One of Us Is Lying trilogy. When I read the second one was last fall, and so I forgot a lot was going on. I had to look up things and I thought it was good. It just, I feel like there was a lot of like unnecessary deaths and a lot of just like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed finishing out the series. It was good. I liked it. I liked how things wrapped up. I liked the characters all getting their happy endings, like the baby 4. It was good. It was a good ending to a series. Alright, that is all the books I read in June, but now it's time to tell you what I'm going to be reading in July. Let me pull them off the shelf real quick. And here are all the books I will be reading in July. I do anticipate reading a few more, but this is just what I have right now, not to overwhelm myself. And plus, I'm going to go to the beach in this month, so I'm sure I'll pick up a few more books for the beach. So first off is the book I'm currently reading, which is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which she wrote The Inheritance Game, which I do really like. And this is so interesting as these kids are super smart and they work for the FBI. I love watching shows about FBI. Right now I'm watching the show about this FBI agent, and so I was like, hello. And I love a little bit of Criminal Minds. I watched, when I say a little bit, I mean the first 5 episodes, never finished it, but I heard it gives Criminal Minds vibes, and I love that show, so I can't wait to finish it. And then these are the couple books I want to read at the beach. So I want to read the Rule Book, which is the second in the cheat sheet series by Sarah Adams. It looks beachy. I mean, they're literally on a beach. I don't know anything about it. I know it follows one of the guy's friends. I don't even remember his name. Donaldson? Nathan. I was right about the last name though. And then I have This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. Of course, it looks beachy. I got that. Books A Million the other day. And then another little thriller I want to read, which I don't know anything about, which is The Cheerleaders. It's about all these cheerleaders go dying in this town. It looks good. And then a couple books I don't have that I want to read is Happy Place, When in Rome, and literally any beachy read. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing what I like, what I'm going to read. Maybe it gives you a little inspiration of what you should read this summer. I would definitely recommend most of these books, and if you don't know what I recommend, you should probably go rewatch this video. But that is all for this video. I hope you like it, guys. You like my shirt? It says, please don't bother me, I'm on my way to get a little treat. Make sure to like and subscribe, and remember, I love you, but Jesus loves you even more. Bye guys.